All right, guys, let's talk numbers for a second. So my house that you see right behind me, I bought for $650,000 in 2023. And at the time, the interest rate was 6.75%. Since then, I've refinanced twice. And there's a lot of reasons for why, and I'm gonna show you guys my current analysis. So let's take a look. So currently on Bankrate, you can kind of see what banks are offering for a refinance right now, in case you're interested. So I'm going to be very transparent. I live in 60069 area code. My current property value, according to the banks, is $750,000. My loan balance is, let's say, around $600,000. If I'm looking for a 30-year fix, and if I select more filters, 0 points, which means that I don't want to buy any interest rates down, my rates down. So if we take a look, the best rates right now, if you select low APR, is Sage, and that happens to be the bank that I used to refinance last year. Back then, it was 5.625% interest rate for a 20-year. So if you click 20-year right here, let's see what they're offering. They're offering right now 5.87%, so which is still pretty good. And this, if you go to my website, cookcountytaxcompare.com, in here you click the loan maturity tool. We'll walk through how much interest you would pay to the bank within the lifespan of your loan. So when I bought it, it was at $650,000, but I put 5% down, which is around $33,000. So I took a $617,000 loan. And it was at 30 years at 6.75% interest rate. In here, you can see that my total payment, including all the interest I'll pay, is $1.44 million off of a $617,000 loan. So there's $823,000 in interest that I'm paying over 30 years. So I wanted to refinance. So let's take a look. We'll create another screen so that we can do a comparison. In here, we'll do a side-by-side comparison. Decrease the size a little bit. We'll create over here. We'll go to my exact same website, and now after about a year, I had about $595,000 left in my of payment left on my loan, and you kind of see that I had 29 years left at 6.75% interest. So if I paid it off in a regular schedule, I would have another $762,000 of interest payment. And with a $595,000 remaining principal, most of my payment would be interest. So I decided to pay $8,000 and add it to my loan in order to refinance with my bank. And I did a 20-year. So the interest they gave me was 5.63. Over a 20-year loan, my payment went from $3,900, a little over $3,900 actually, to $4,200. So a $300 jump. But you guys can see right here, my interest paid over 20 years dropped by almost $400,000. And so my total payments went from 1.36 million to 1 million. And all it cost me was $8,000. And $8,000, if you know, a lot of people say, oh, $8,000 could be invested in the S&P. But if you do 8,000, let's say the S&P is 9% per year, times 1.09 to the 30th. So that's about $100,000, or $106,000. But I'm saving almost $400,000. So it's 4 times the S&P, and that's definitely worth it for me. So as I mentioned before, I'm currently in the middle of a refinance right now. So I have about $575,000 left on my loan at 5.63% interest rate. So if stick with this plan, my overall payment will be about $560,000, of which $380,000 is interest. But like I said, I'm in the middle of a refinance, and so we're going to do the same exact thing we just did previously. We'll go to my website, and there is an $8,000 cost associated with this. So there's title fees, there's loan fees, bank origination fees, city tax. So I'm going to take a $581,000 loan at 15 years. So I'm refinancing 15 years with another bank, and the interest rate is 5.13. So you can see right here, my monthly payment actually increases by $634. And this is because, although my interest rate is lower, my loan years went from 20 years to 15 years. So I'm paying it off 5 years earlier. But if you look at this total payment right here, which includes principal and interest, I went from $959,000 to $834,000. So I'm basically saving $120,000 over the life, and over the life of the loan, and paying it off 5 years earlier. So to me, I think it's worth it because there's psychological reasons to owning a house, and this additional $6,000 over 15 years, 6,000 times 1.09 to the, so 15 years is worth around $22,000, which is significantly less than the $120,000 I'll be saving by refinancing. So it's not a difficult process. So, and feel free to message me or contact me if you have any questions. So this is Vu. Again, my website is cookcountytaxcompare.com, and there there's a lot of cool apps that I built that can help you as a homeowner. Thanks again, guys. Bye.